Hi and welcome to the new super duper lockdown Mario Cookery School at Villa Molino Cookery Club. Back again, lockdown again, so you're stuck with me for 4 weeks. Okie dokie, what are we going to do now? We are going to make something that was given to me by a very good customer of mine. He gave me a pheasant that he caught in his garden. So we're gonna braise this pheasant. We're gonna stuff it into a raviolo. Now raviolo is different to ravioli because raviolo is a singular. So we're gonna make one large raviolo stuffed with pheasant in a lovely sauce with pheasant jus and cranberry and roasted chestnuts and Stilton. Now, you might think, why is the sauce got Stilton and cranberry? It is fabulous. Fabulous, you gotta try it. So, what have we got here? We got the pheasant. What I've done here is, I've got the carcass here because we're gonna make some stock. And I've got the two legs and the thighs and the two breasts. I've taken all the pellets out, there's no pellets in there. I've defeathered it, I've taken the skin off because I don't want it. So what we're going to do is we're going to braise that in the pot to tenderize it. Then we're going to take the meat off like a pulled pork style. We're going to mix it up. That's going to be part 2. Let's get part 1 out the way. This is a pheasant that's been cleaned by me, not by the butcher. I tell you why, I can prove it, because here is the head. That's the head of the pheasant. I did it myself. I did it myself. Okay, so what are we going to do? We're going to start with the mirepoix. We're going to start with the mirepoix. What's a mirepoix? Mirepoix is celery, onions, carrots, and a little bit of garlic. The tomato is going to come later. So straight away, maximum heat, olive oil. What are we doing? We're doing the mirepoix. Okay, right, celery, onions. Here we go. What are we here? Sizzle, ladies and gentlemen. Ha, 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 ha. Right, this is the mirepoix. We want to stir this. Sweat it all off. Right, now, while that's sweating down, that's not going to take too long. We take the pheasant. What we want to do is we want to chop it. We want to chop the carcass, little pieces, so we can make a pheasant stock. This is the carcass of the pheasant. Right, can you see? It's all in bits. This is sizzling away, sizzle. That's sweating down, right. Stick the carcass in, let it sizzle. Here we go. We might as well chuck in the heart. We will chuck in the heart. And we chuck in the liver. Yes, all good. So we've got the thigh and the breast. We keep that whole. Let that sizzle down. Sizzle down. Can you hear it sizzling? Now we want a little bit of red wine. This is a lovely Merlot. Beautiful Merlot, very full body. Fantastic, put that in there. Sizzle. Right, that's the red wine, ladies and gentlemen. Red wine in there, maximum heat. Right, are you watching? Yes. Right, what do we want? We want the lid. Right, so we got the wine. The wine is sweating. We need hot water. Okay, so what do we got? We got the celery, onions, garlic, carrots. We want some bay leaves, a couple of bay leaves. We want some thyme. And we want a little bit of rosemary. Some rosemary as well, I've got it here. Okay, so we got there thyme, bay leaf, rosemary. Now we put this in whole. Don't chop this up because we want to pick it later. Put this in whole, the thighs and the breast. What do? We put some water and we cover it and we leave it. We let all that cook together. Then I'm going to come back to you with phase 2. Phase 2, cover it. Back in a minute. Okay, it's me again. Just a quick point. Tomatoes, chopped tomatoes, coarsely chopped, that goes in as well with the stock and the water. That goes in. Bring it all together. Cover it. Leave that. 45 minutes to 1 hour. Back in a minute. Right, what we've done is we've slow cooked the pheasant with the onions, carrots, garlic, celery, bay leaf, thyme, bit of rosemary, red wine, and we've got the. So what we want to do is we want to pick out the meaty parts of the pheasant. So the leg and the thigh. There we got a leg and a thigh, breast. There's another breast, and one more leg and a thigh. So here we've got the carcass of the pheasant and all the cooking juices and the vegetables. We want to strain that. We want to keep this on the side because we want to pick it. We're going to pick the meat. We're going to make raviolo with the pheasant. So we're going to strain this into a pot. Then we're going to strain this into a bowl. Then we're going to put it back in the pot. We're going to make a nice jus. And then we're going to flavor the jus with some lovely cranberry sauce and a little touch of Stilton. Great combination, great combination. So I'll show you quickly and then I'll come back to you in a minute. All right, so here we go, that's all going through. Okay, so we're gonna push this through the strainer, push all the vegetables through, take the bones out, get the sauce into a pot and just test it for the consistency. You want it to be not too thick, not too runny. So I'm gonna do that. And I'm going to pick the meat from the bones of the pheasant, and then we're going to make the raviolo with pheasant and cranberry sauce with chestnut. Back in a minute. Right, welcome back. This is going to be one of our more tricky dishes. Right, the pheasant raviolo. Right, what we've done is we've taken the meat off the bone and we've pulled it like you do pulled pork. So we've got the pheasant meat here, pulled pork, and we've added some of the jus. The jus was the carcass of the pheasant with some celery, carrots, onions, garlic, bay leaf, thyme, rosemary, a little bit of chicken stock, and we boiled it down. We passed it through the sieve, so we've got a nice rich jus there, which is pheasant gravy. This is pheasant gravy. So I put some of the pheasant gravy into the pulled pheasant. So we have the pulled pheasant with the pheasant gravy. Otherwise, the pulled pheasant on its own is too dry. Right. So we've got the pheasant gravy here. We need to like jazz it up a bit. So the sauce is going to be Stilton, cranberry and roasted chestnuts. So what do we need? We need Stilton, cranberry, roasted chestnuts. Okay, so what we do is we put some Stilton. Let's put a little bit of Stilton. It's quite strong, so be careful, be careful. A little bit of Stilton. Right, we just crumble it in like that. Lovely Stilton. Right. So some cranberry, yes, cranberry, Christmas cranberry, three teaspoons of cranberry. Right, now we want that all to come together. Yes, we want that all to come together. You see the Stilton is melting, the cranberry is dissolving. Oh, what a lovely flavor. Lovely smell as well. Yes, I'm getting tired, I need to sleep. Right, that's all coming together nicely. That's all coming together nicely. That's going to be the the sauce for the raviolo. Raviolo singular, ravioli plural. Right. So what have we got here? Let's have a little taste. Make sure all that Stilton is dissolved. You don't want bits and pieces. Now the sharpness of the Stilton is going to be knocked back a little bit with the sweetness of the cranberries. So we just want to taste if the balance is right between the Stilton and the cranberry. And boy oh boy, yes it is. So now we put our chopped roasted chestnuts. Chopped roasted chestnuts. That's it. So the sauce has got a bit of a crunch. Okay, that's it. I'm going to show you close up later. That's the sauce. Pheasant gravy, Stilton, cranberry, chestnuts. What a Christmassy dish. Let me have another try. Okay, what have I done here? I've made some pasta. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Did you see that? I did that so quick. I've made some pasta with my super duper machine. Look at that. This is what we're going to make the raviolo. This is quite a rich dish, so one ravioli is enough. This is the pasta I made. Look at the color. This is Italian eggs. Really, really nice, deep, rich orange color. I'll give you my pasta recipe. Write this down. 3, 2, 1. 300 grams of flour, 2 whole eggs, 4 yolks, and a pinch of salt. That makes 500 grams of pasta, 5 portions. Did you get that? 300 grams of flour. Double zero flour. 2 whole eggs, 4 yolks, pinch of salt. The best Italian pasta, but you need to use Italian eggs. If you go to Waitrose, they have Burford Brown, very good. So, we're gonna make the pasta. We're gonna make the raviolo. So, let's do it. Where are we gonna do it? Woo! We're gonna do it on this chopping board, which I didn't have prepared earlier. Right, so, the base, 1 raviolo. The pheasant, pulled pheasant in with the gravy. The top. Now we need a ring. Ring of roses. This is a pastry cutter. Ring. Right, here we go. We're gonna make the raviolo. Watch. Push it in. This is nice and juicy. It's not dry meat. It's nice and juicy. It's with the gravy from the pheasant. This is a lot of meat, but it's 1 portion. It's a very rich dish. This is game. It's very rich. You don't want to have a whole plate of it. This is more than enough. Okay, you put the pheasant in the ring. Put the pheasant in the ring. There you go. Right, you see that? You see that? Right, pheasant in the ring. Right, then you lift it. Look at that. Right, egg wash. 1 beaten egg, 1 pastry brush. Round the outside. Egg wash. Right, this is the tricky bit. This is the chefy bit. Right. Take the other sheet of pasta. You want to put it on top, but you want to cup it. You want to cup it round the mix. This is where you've got to work with your hands. You don't want the pasta to crack. But the recipe I gave you, it's good and it won't crack. Push it down. Make sure you get all the air out. That's coming together nicely. Can you see? Look at that. Don't force it. That is a raviolo. Right, push it down. You don't want any juices to come out. Push it down. Seal it. Seal it, seal it, seal it, seal it, seal it, seal it, seal it. Right, that's it, that's the raviolo, look. Right, now we need to cut it. Now we need a cutter. Is this big enough? Is this big enough? Which one is bigger? Let me see. No. Okay. We're going to use that to cut it. Right, we're just going to work it. Have I got a wheel cutter? I did have, I don't know where it is, my wheel cutter. Yes, I have it, my wheel cutter, right. Right, in a circle. Did you see that? There's my raviolo. Make a nice circle out of it. Yes, 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 yes. Fantastic. That is a main course in one. It doesn't look it, but it is. There is my raviolo with the pheasant. Look at that. Right, I'm gonna cut away. We're gonna boil this. We're gonna heat up the sauce. We're going to present it on a plate. We're going to find someone who's walking past outside to taste it. And it's going to be fabulous. See you in a minute. Right, what have we got here? We've got the raviolo simmering in a salted water. We've got the sauce, the pheasant stock, Stilton, chestnuts, cranberry in there. Look at that lovely shiny sauce. Right, the pasta's nearly ready. This is a raviolo. It's one ravioli, main course size. You don't need any more. You don't need any more. One raviolo. Right, presentation plate. Presentation plate. We're gonna put the raviolo. It's really ready. It's nearly ready. Look at that. Can you see it? Can you see it? Look. You see how big it becomes? That is one ravioli, one main course, one person. There's about 100 grams of meat in that ravioli. That's more than enough. Right, we're going to put it on the plate. Presentation, ladies and gentlemen. Presentation. Put it on the plate. Here we go. Right. Take that off. Just put a clean cloth there. Take off the water. Take off the water. Put it on the plate. Ladies and gentlemen. Put it on the plate. Right. Sauce. Sauce. Here we go. Quick. Heat up the sauce. The ravioli is there. It's waiting for some sauce. It's thirsty. It's saying, please may I have some more? No, please may I have some sauce. It's thirsty. Yes, I'm very funny, yes. Here we go. Sauce. Look at that beautiful sauce. Chestnut, Stilton, cranberry. Fantastic. Here we go. That's it. I'm going to put some sauce on top because naked pasta always needs sauce. Put some sauce on the top. Look at that. Look at that rich dark color from the pheasant carcass. That's what game does. It's very rich. I'm going to cut it in half and I'm going to show you later. So here we go. Some chestnut around. Chestnut, the Stilton's in there. The cranberry's in there. And the roast chestnuts. Okay, it doesn't look very attractive, but it is, ladies and gentlemen. Raviolo stuffed with pheasant, with chestnut, Stilton, and cranberry sauce. Here we go. I'm going to cut it open and I'm going to try it and I'm going to tell you what it's like. Hopefully I can get this close up for you. I'll cut it in half. Wow, look at that. The meat is so tender and so juicy. I'm gonna cut a little bit. Oh my goodness, the pasta is so soft. Oh, let me try some. It may not look super exciting, but this is rustic, country cooking, fantastic. I'm going to show you a close-up and then I'm going to eat all of this by myself. Thank you very much. I'll post the recipe at the end of the video. Thank you. Raviolo of pheasant with a game sauce with Stilton, cranberry and roasted chestnuts.